Good morning, winners. Welcome to Terry's Tips. So listen, today is a learning, teaching video. Get a notepad, get a pen, because so many of you guys are starting to listen to the videos, do the work, kind of fix your credit. I'm so super proud of all of you out there. So today I'm going to give you Credit Repair 101, the things you need to do to get you better results. Amen. And listen, you guys, if you're doing it on your own, I don't expect you to be a credit expert overnight. And a lot of times, even these credit specialists, some of them need to watch this video so they can help you guys better and get you guys better results. And so I'm going to drop some nuggets through the entire video. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. So get a notepad and a pen, okay? And if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Terry. I am the owner of Care Consulting. We focus on personal and business credit, financial literacy, real estate investing, leveraging your credit to build wealth, doing it the right way so you can have better results. And so every Tuesday and Thursday, I upload brand new videos. I would love for you to be a subscriber, like, share, comment. Let me know if this information is helpful for you guys. All right, and then I'll do my nugget at the end, okay? So number one, guys, fraud alerts. Stop it, y'all. Look, smacking your hand. Stop it. Listen, claiming you are a victim of fraud when you have not actually been a victim of fraud is fraud. Seriously, nowhere in any of my videos, anywhere on my channel have you ever heard me say, claim you are a victim of fraud, add fraud alerts to your credit report. No, guys. I've actually seen a bunch of you get jammed up. You can do some of those shady things, which I do not endorse. I don't recommend. I don't do. But sometimes you guys are following people or researching or listening to your friends and you're doing things, and maybe you can get something deleted and get a car, get a loan, get a credit card. But for the big money, what is my channel about? Leveraging and wealth building and legacy. We get you the big money, the 100,000, 300,000, 500,000 plus. So that means your file is going through underwriting. They're not playing with y'all with these fraud alerts. I have literally seen business credit denials very recently and very often to say their fraud alert has to be removed. And honestly, it's because of liability, guys. The banks want to know, they take it very seriously. There are genuinely people out here who have been victims of fraud. There are genuinely people out here who have identity theft, and it is very serious. And so they want to make sure, is this really you? They don't want to be giving you something and then you're a victim of fraud, and then they give you $500,000 or $50,000 line of credit, and then you get it deleted, and now the bank is out the money. So though I've literally seen them say the fraud alert has to be removed. And even for underwriting, for actual mortgage pre-approvals, I help also first-time home buyers, people with cash out refinances, people with home equity lines. I mean, everything real estate, everything leveraging, everything investing. Right? And I've seen in underwriting, okay, well, you have a fraud alert, give us a copy of the police report. Now, if you were not really a victim of fraud, then you probably don't have a police report. You understand? So you need to get that off your file, because that is not a good way to start a mortgage application, having a relationship with a lender and an underwriter where you're like, I got to get that deleted because I wasn't really a victim of fraud. Stop it, y'all. You can get better results and do things the right way and not get yourselves jammed up, okay? Got it good. Don't let me see them fraud alerts on your reports. I see y'all. Okay. The next thing is a personal sweep, a sweep of your personal information. Guys, this is a huge one. So a lot of times you guys come to me and you're like, I've been credit repair for 2 years, for 3 years, or 4 years. And we do a credit jumpstart strategy session. And I see all of these names, all of these addresses, all of these phone numbers, all of this personal information. I'm like, who was working on your credit? No, guys. Remember, underneath the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it is your right as a consumer to get anything removed from your file that you feel is inaccurate, unfair, outdated, not verifiable, right? It can't be verified. So this is where with previous addresses, previous phone numbers, previous employers, AKAs, if they are unfair, inaccurate, outdated, then you can get them off of your report. And you should, because remember, everything about the Fair Credit Reporting Act is about validation. It's about, listen, I said nothing about whether you owe the debts or not, right? No judgment zone. Life happens, right? I'm not saying whether you owe the debts or not. I'm saying the Fair Credit Reporting Act is about, do they have the right to report the information? And that's all about validation. If you have a lot of information on your report, it's easy for them to validate it, okay? You have your addresses and your phone numbers and your previous employers from high school on there. No, literally when we work on files and when you work on your own file, it should have your current name, your current address. That's it, okay? Make it nice and clean so it's your valid information. Send in a copy of your ID as well. But anything, get all of that other junk off your report, because that will help you get better results. I promise you, read in between the lines, guys. Read in between the lines. That's a big one. Sweep of your personal information before you send in your disputes. Got it good? Okay. So the next one, guys, and I've said it a bunch of times in a bunch of videos, and I'm going to keep on saying it until you get it. So do not do disputes over the phone or online. Never. You want to always write a letter to the credit bureau directly. Not a dispute through Credit Karma, not a dispute through Credit Wise, not a dispute through Credit Sesame, through Identity. No, do a letter in the writing to the bureau directly. Now, I understand it may be a little bit of work. Okay, when you guys are doing credit repair on your own, you're saving yourselves hundreds and thousands. Like, I see what some of y'all are paying for credit repair. I'm like, when I was doing it for you guys, OMG, I was getting way better results and charging way less. Like, seriously, you guys are paying thousands. So yes, if you're going to do it on your own, it may be a little bit tedious, but you will get a better result. And why are you doing this, guys? You're doing it for the results. So write a letter into the credit bureau, never online, never over the phone, and always send a copy of your current ID so you're proving it's a valid dispute from you, the consumer, and not some credit repair place. Got it good? Okay, seriously. And so the next one is knowing when to dispute things with the credit bureau, when to dispute things with the creditor, or when to leave it alone. This is a big one. So some of you guys just go through and dispute everything. No, take a minute to go through your report and see what's positive and what's negative, and what's open and what's closed. For your open available credit, listen to me. Your open available credit, your current car note, your current mortgage, your current credit cards, your current student loans, your current personal loans. I see you guys disputing them or hiring somebody and they're disputing them is not yours. You're still making payments to them. Are you kidding me? They have your email, your name, your routing number, your phone number, your address. Seriously, like, you're doing nothing but wasting time. You're still making payments to them. They can prove that's a valid debt. So maybe you are disputing the payment history, but your open available credit, good luck trying to get an open available auto loan that just has some late payments off your report because it's not yours. Stop it, y'all. So if you do, let's say you do have late payments on your car, you do have late payments on your credit card, you do have late payments on your personal loan, getting it completely deleted because it's not yours is unlikely. Listen, you'd rather know now. You know I tell you guys the truth. And so maybe you can dispute the payment history, but don't keep on being super aggressive with it. You don't want those items in dispute when you're applying for the big money. They don't like that. That will actually, some people, for underwriting, it's actually a denial because they are creditors too. They don't want to pull up your report and see all of your accounts in dispute, guys. And so this is where just start paying it on time. If you had a late payment, let's say March 2020, in general, for the big money, a good 12 months of on-time payments is what underwriting wants to see for the big money and for business credit. So that means you know that you need 12 months worth of payments. Sometimes you can get away with like 6 months, but don't have a late payment 3 months ago and try and apply for a mortgage or for business credit. Guys, and I want you to understand the concept, right? So let's say you're applying for a mortgage or for a construction loan or for a commercial loan or something that is the big money. And let's say the payment on that new item is going to be $1,500 a month. But they see 3 months ago you were late on something that was $400. I try to explain things. I want you guys to get it. You look like you're financially unstable. So they're not going to give you the thing that's $1,500 a month when they said that you were just late on something that was $400. So you have to just start paying it on time, guys, and that will start to turn it around. But you're going to need at least 12 months is good, but at least 6 months, at least. Don't have a late payment like 3 months ago and then try to apply for something big. It's not going to happen, okay? All right, and so the next thing also is paying attention to your revolving and your installment credit. This is another one you guys are missing. So you'll say, I don't know why my scores aren't getting higher. I'm stagnant. I hit a roadblock. I'm not getting any more. But when you look at your actual report, everything you have is revolving and no installment. That's not going to give you a high score. Or everything you have is installment and not revolving. That's not going to give you a high score. Remember, revolving is like credit cards, lines of credit. Installment is like loans, mortgages, cars, student loans, personal loans. So you have the highest credit score when you have a mix of both, some revolving, some installment. So when you go through your reports, it even says account type, highlight it if you're not listed. If you're not a credit expert, I understand. Go through your report, print it out, and it says account type and highlight it and say, okay, I have 5 revolving and 1 installment, or I have all revolving and no installment, or all installment and no revolving. And then you may need a credit builder account. Guys, I did a whole video on credit builder accounts. I will put a link for this video to my credit builder actual video that I actually outlined it in detail. And if you have all installment and no revolving, get the revolving credit builder account to kickstart it. If you have all revolving and no installment, get the installment credit builder account to kickstart it. Okay? I'm trying to help you today. And the next thing is frivolous disputes. OMG. So there is something underneath of the law that says that the credit bureaus do not have to keep on disputing items for you that have been verified as valid. So it's considered a frivolous dispute. So if you dispute it as not yours and they verify it, then you dispute it again as not yours, they verify it. Then you dispute it again as not yours. If you keep on disputing the same thing, guys, it's considered a frivolous dispute and they'll stop. They honestly will. So you have to, for a reinvestigation, you need new information. So maybe you're providing documentation, or you're disputing something different, or you're waiting at least 120 days. This is why I speak heavily against those services that charge you monthly, because a lot of times something's verified month number 1, you're paying them $100 a month for 12 months. That's $1,200. But you're like, I don't have any money for my down payment. I don't have any money for a secured card to rebuild. I don't have any money for a credit builder installment loan, but you just paid them $1,200 when you would have gotten a better result just building your own positive payment history, guys. And that's going to be the last one too I'm going to end with, is that so many of you guys focus on just the negative items and you miss adding open, available, positive payment history. Always open, available, positive payment history, paying on your current accounts on time is the #1 way to raise your credit score. So if you have all closed accounts, everything is closed, charge off, or collections, even if you get 5 things deleted, 10 things deleted, you're not going to have a strong score, and you're not going to look credit worthy for lenders. So immediately, day #1, month #1, when you are working on your credit, you must add positive payment history. If you don't know where to go, start with the credit builder account. So while you're working on the negative items, you're building up the positive. Build up the positive, suppress the negative at the same time. That will get you a better result in a condensed time frame, guys. And even like the last one too, I'll just throw this in. So for negative items, charge-offs, repos, collections, you really do want to have them either deleted or at least at a 0 balance. And so making a settlement, if it's a valid negative debt, to pay as underwriting, being strategic about what can stay on and what can come off, and being strategic about knowing the approval criteria of what you're trying to get, and knowing that everything doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to be good enough to pass underwriting. Okay? Got it good? All right, so I hope that was helpful for you guys. This is like credit repair 101, some basics that you need to know to get you some better results. So now let me go into my nugget. And this one is going to hurt some of you guys right in the gut, okay? So listen to me. I do not take business, financial, or credit advice from anybody I would not trade lifestyles with. Let me say it again. I don't take business, credit, or financial advice from anybody I would not trade lifestyles with. So many of you are having horrible results and a horrible experience because you're listening to the wrong people. Why are you asking somebody about being an entrepreneur who has never had a business? Why are you, the coworker who borrows $20 from you every week is telling you how to repair your credit? The person whose house just got foreclosed is telling you where to go to monitor your reports and how to raise your score. You guys are getting information from, your cousin whose car just got repoed, telling you how to be a first-time home buyer who's never owned a house. It's the source, it's the source, it's the source. So guys, even with some of the social media that's out there, I always say it, I'm going to keep on saying it. Anybody can say that they're an expert. Anybody can say that they're great. And they may have customer testimonials. They may have done 10,000 people and 3 had good results. And they post 3 and you guys think that they're amazing, but they did 10,000. Did you get that? So pay attention to the endorsements. What businesses, what brands, what professionals, what realtors, what banks, what lenders, what organizations endorse them. If there's nobody out there that is like another company, another reputable type of business endorsing them, then take it with a grain of salt. And I mean it, because anybody can start a Facebook page, anybody can start an Instagram page and post some screenshots of some scores or some memes, and then you guys give them all your information. You'll do better watching some of these, binge watching some of these videos and trying on your own and save yourself some hundreds and thousands, and also not setting yourself back. So I do not take business, financial, or credit advice from anybody I would not trade lifestyles with. My mentors, like, the Jemal Kings of the world, right? Who, even though I'm doing very, very well, he's another level. He's higher than me. I listen to him. I watch him, because even though I'm doing very well, you have to be humble enough to always know there's another level above you. And so there are people, all of my mentors, every single one is a multimillionaire. Every single one, people doing better than me. And then I pour into you guys because I'm doing well, but I don't have 180 properties. Look, not yet. I don't have what does he have? Like a million daycares and security company and all that. No, I have my own business. I have investment properties. I have multiple businesses now, but I don't have 108 of them, right? He's another level. So guys, just pay attention. Stop getting advice from your coworkers who are not financially stable, your friends and family who are not financially stable, your neighbors who are not financially stable, who don't have the results. That is going to free a lot of you. And people mean well and say thank you, but make sure you're following somebody who has the results. Amen. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, and have a super amazing day on purpose.